Hey guys, Dr. Mary Rensel coming to you from Brain Fresh. What is Brain Fresh? And who am I to start Brain Fresh? Well, Brain Fresh is a company that I started, and I started it because I was looking around for resources as a busy women doc, and I wanted to set some fun and foundational systems into place. And I couldn't find a vehicle to do that within in my workplace. And so I thought, I'm going to do it on in my own business. I've always wanted to learn about business. I've always wanted to support others. I always want to make sure that people are living at their highest level so they can leave the biggest impact in this world. We all have, an expiration date here, and in medicine, that reminds us. We are reminded regularly of our expiration date because we see people who are suffering with chronic disease or acute diseases that has changed their lives, right? And so all the time I'm reminded, like, do what's important to me today, because I may not have the ability to do it forever and ever. And when you hit 50, something really happens. So I had that birthday some years back, and I thought I got to build this because I really want to be here for and to support my fellow women docs and healthcare workers so they can live fully in all their gifts and strengths. And I feel like we can all do that if we knew a little bit more about the brain, had, turned up our brain wonder and our brain facts and our neuroscience strategies so that we can pull some of those and use them each day so that we have those foundational systems into place, and they actually can be fun and positive. So they're not all like horrible work, which is really great. So I built this because, I've been working as a brain doc for lots of years, almost 30 years. I'm a coach. I'm a trained coach. I'm now learning how to coach women who want to start other businesses. I'm a business owner of two businesses. I co-own one with Allie Hively, who's an awesome coach. Check her out. I'm a mom of four, and I really want to put priority toward joy and wonder and not sit back and just feel the negative, being stuck, devalued. There's a lot of that in medicine. So there's a lot of inequities that persist in medicine. I see the gender ones, but there's other ones such as race and LGBTQI and all those. So there are inequities within medicine. And I was hoping by the time I hit 50, those would be gone, and they're still there. So I thought, enough's enough. I need to build something so we have some more resources somewhere else to support amazing women docs and healthcare workers, to set these foundational things into play so they have a resource to do that, a supportive community. So, why? What are the benefits of Brain Fresh in some of our courses? Right now, we're offering Brain Hammock, and that is a membership for women docs so that we can keep learning and keep reinforcing all of our learnings over the months. Because again, we know the neuroscience of learning. You can't just take something in one time. You have to kind of put it into place, make it yours, and practice it, physically do it, right? So we could read a book about riding a bike, but until we get on that bike and figure it out, our brain won't be wired to actually ride the bike, right? So we have to get out there and actually do the job. And that's what we do within Brain Hammock in my monthly membership for women docs. And what are the benefits? So people feel enlightened, they feel inspired, they have research-based strategies to use. They feel prepared because we have a 9-step framework that we walk through, and everyone becomes active on those 9 steps. And then when they're lost or confused, they go back to the framework, and they just keep building and getting higher and higher levels with this framework. It's really awesome to see. People feel aligned with their gifts and their strengths, and they feel like they belong, because that is the absolute need of the brain. Brain's always looking, are we safe here? Do we belong? And they feel creative. So I've had a lot of people go through my program to take a new job, and really believe in themselves to take that next step. My program is not only about finding a new job, but it is about believing in yourself, figuring out what's really important to you, learning how to set boundaries, and to look for opportunities that really use your full gifts and strengths so you can have a great impact in this world, what you're supposed to be and supposed to have in this world. Because I feel like we're all here for a certain reason. And if we don't live up to our full gifts and strengths, we can't leave the impact that we were meant to do. So I really strongly believe in that. And that's what we do within Brain Fresh. So check me out, brainfresh.org. I'm glad to, just look around, see what I offer, and reach out. Email me at thebrainfresh@gmail.com if you have any questions. But what is the value that we bring at Brain Fresh? Well, as women in medicine, we've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on our tuition. We've spent countless sleepless nights. We've given up time with our family and friends because we want to train and be really good at what we do. So we've given a lot and so many years of training, but we haven't learned how to, work with our neuroscience so that we can put it in a good place so we can feel creative and feel prepared and align with our own unique gifts and strengths, and then actually be able to design a career that is really specific to us and where we feel fully empowered and leaving the greatest impact on this world. So my greatest joy is to see people realizing what's really important to them, realizing what their zone of genius is, their zone of excellence. What are they so good at that everyone comes to them and they realize where they can use this in their professional life, and they can build and design the life that they really always dreamed of. So that's what we do within BrainFresh. Feel free to put in the chat, what questions you have. Brainfresh.org is a great way to check me out and find me on YouTube. There's lots of advice and learnings and lessons and research within YouTube. So check that out as well. You got this, guys.